Where are you putting your grapes in at?
Little pasture behind. Yeah. Like behind my
Oh yeah.
my silage bunkers.
Yep.
Nothing's very square here anyway, so I'm just kind of I squared it to the where the bunkers were. Call it good.
Thing is, we're doing a silage, or with this silage, we're doing a biogas on this game. It's not just like placing a biogas like it used to be. You got to place all the different components in the right way. We've not done that yet.
Well, I'm gonna have to buy a tractor now. Because I don't have a narrow.
Alright, I'm back.
We're back.
Start load stream soon.
I just booted mine up, actually. Yes.
All the vineyard stuff is Italian.
Is a what?
Italian. At least that's how they say it in New York. I want the little track machine, the little track New Holland. Them things are super popular in California. I'm surprised nobody made the mod for the Landinis. The Landinis are also made in Massey Ferguson colors. Which makes me wonder what the Fent actually is. I don't think Fent would put their name on it unless it was an actual Fent tractor. I don't want you. Well, if you have biogas plant, then I can buy methane from you.
What are you using methane for?
The that little New Holland tractor runs on methane.
I'd have to play to see how to set one up. I'd have to do an offline first to see how to.
Oh, set up the biogas?
Yeah.
Is that true? That's not a narrow. Alright, so I got a field of grapes. It really wasn't that expensive. So, oh, now you have to go out. Okay.
An X9.
What in the sale?
Yeah.
You're spending all that money, then you're not going to have any, and then you're going to have to work for it.
I don't think I'd buy that one though, because there's a better one, I think, in the mods.
Oh, the one everybody else has.
Yeah. I had one in the first rendition of this game. Yeah, it's the S700, 767, 70 series or 787, 90.
Mm.
YouTube, Red Island Farmer. There we go. Found it.
What you say, Willis?
Buy the TARDIS and you can have like a 2 million liter capacity.
Why is that nonsense even in here?
I think it's for the little wagons. I use little wagons to haul water and that kind of stuff because you can put like 20,000 liters in them. I don't fill them to the fill capacity. I just fill them a little more than the 4,000 or 5,000 what it would carry.
Alright, I'll be back. I gotta walk the dog.
Okay.
Tell Wonko to show up late.
Do we sell some stuff? Cool. Done. Magical transporting eggs right through the walls.
Yeah, that's the easiest way, Jamie. It's the way I do it.
Yeah. Has your weather been over there, Scrump? Nice?
It was rainy last week, but we cannot complain for the time of year, actually. It's been the warmest March so far since years. I mean, normally this time of year we'd still have quite a bit of frost, but it was closer to 20 degrees than it was to 0.
Yeah, we had a little flurry of snow here yesterday, enough that you had to put the plows out and that kind of stuff, and salt. But pretty good at the end of the day. It's pretty well all once you scrape once you scrape the pavement once, the black pavement really sucks up the sun and bears the rest off.
How's the weather over there, then, Jamie? You got rid of the snow?
Not rid of it, no. Like I say, little dust near again yesterday. There's probably about a foot or 18 inches of snowbank in the backyard behind me here still.
Yeah, it's not going yet.
No, it went away last week. We had a nice mild couple of days and then a bit of rain, and then took a kick in, but then that little bit of snow that came back really drifted and built up again. Spend a bit of time cleaning up the yard. It kind of looks like your spot's Grump. Wherever I left the tractor, it just sat there.
Star Wars and Pokemon humor. Yeah. My son's really big into Pokemon. I've tried it a couple of years ago when the Pokemon Go came out, but it's not my kind of game.
Taters going in?
Yes, definitely. Taters going in. It's going to be potato planting today. A couple of fields with potatoes to go. So you're busy planting as well, then, Jamie, for the new crop?
No, because everything I have to plant's going to be next month.
Ah, okay.
I've got corn to go in, so
Yeah, I'm gonna do corn as well, but I want to do a couple potatoes as well. And we can do oats already now, so I already got my seeder set up. Do a couple oats as well. Yes, I know Animal Crossing, Hema. It's one of the games my son plays on Nintendo Switch. My daughter as well, though. I know it by name. I do not play it myself.
Alright. He's still not here. Jeez.
Wonko usually isn't too late, but he's a bit later today.
Yeah, that's what happens. Alright. New email.
You got any crops going in then, Doc, or not yet?
I just planted me grapes.
Oh, you're on the, yeah, okay. You're on the grapes.
Yeah. I thought it was going to be more
White?
expensive than it was.
You putting down white grapes?
No, whatever grape. I think they're blue grapes here.
Germany is a really big country when it comes to white one.
Yeah.
Riesling.
Well, yeah, but we're not making white wine. We're making grape juice.
Ah, okay.
I don't know what I'm doing with the grapes. I'm probably going to put a factory down, aren't I?
yeah, you'll need a factory to make that work.
Yeah, we worry about that later. I'll have more money by then. Oh, I just got to turn my paperwork in so I get paid next week. No, 2 weeks. So 2 weeks behind because they're super slow. Oh, looks like we got another one of Iran's supreme leaders. They're going to run out of those eventually.
I will be right back, gentlemen.
Okay, bud.
I have to take the kids to bed.
All right, bud.
You getting any of these storms, Jamie?
We had a little shot here yesterday. Not major, but just probably a bit of, I'll say, probably like a 5 or 8 centimeter, little bit of drifting.
You gonna get the winds or maybe no?
I think it's supposed to be a little bit of rain tomorrow, and a bit of rain and wind. It's supposed to be mild, so.
Yeah, it was windy here yesterday. And then I fought the wind coming back yesterday. And then I fought the wind the day before out in Washington. And they had a ban on like mobile homes and stuff, so you couldn't
High-sided vehicle.
pull them. No, I didn't go that far. There was like 45, 50 mile an hour winds. It wasn't that high, but I was coming back yesterday and a guy had an empty trailer in front of me and a couple of those crosswinds come out and you could see it blow him right over.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about that. I mean, I'm so heavy and I got a tank that you could feel it in the truck, but you know, the trailer isn't going anywhere.
Yeah. Your tank is like an oblong too. It gives you a little bit of a, it's not a straight side then.
No, it's a double conical.
Okay.
So it's a round tank, but it's 2 cones put together.
Yep. Gotcha.
Basically, so the 2 compartments drain in the center. A lot of places a rear unload would be handier, but whatever. I make it work. Well, for the time being, anyway. I don't know. My time here is almost up.
You know, when you're making the move, or just depends what happens.
Shortly. That's about all I know. I'm having a hard time trying to find a place to live. Nobody told me when I got a dog that I should have gotten a small dog. Which I don't understand, because all the service dogs are large breed dogs anyway. So it makes no sense, like they exclude all the large breeds, and I think it's just because they're trying to get rid of the, you know, there's quite a few aggressive breeds. So if they put a poundage on it, then they can keep the aggressive breeds out with, like, trying to deal with people saying, oh, but mine's really, really nice. Everybody says their dog's nice. Then they chew your face off. Look at all these grapes. Now what do I gotta do? Is I supposed to plow before grapes, or does it not make a difference?
I can't remember. Back in 22, I think we plowed, so it took that plow state away.
Yeah. I don't think plowing matters for it though.
No, I don't think it affects. It just will show needs plowing.
You got 5 acres of grapes? Didn't seem that big.
Alright, I'm back over.
Welcome back.
I'll have to come
So-
down and see these 5 acres grapes to see how much it actually is, because I know when we were doing it, it's a labor-intensive thing.
Did you get that much grapes in the ground, Doc?
It can't be. It just can't be.
We will see. We will see at the end of the season when you're harvesting how much fun you're gonna have.
Well, you know what I should do is I should go down here to the wiki. Yeah. Build mow, place the row. You need to mulch, cultivate, fertilize between the rows. Does it tell me when I need to do this? So do I need to cultivate first, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Hmm.
That's a pretty good size patch. That's not massive, but it's pretty good size.
I'm not going for massive. I'm just going for a taste. Well, let's get the mulcher because we're going to need one of them. They're cheap. Okay. And the smallest cultivator in the world. Where is it? Oh, it's not here. It's in... I already have a sprayer. So, you need a pruner, right? Used after harvest. Okay.
Yeah, the pruner takes the dead leaves after the grapes go through, brings it back.
Oh, I can get one of these narrow little manure spreaders. Oh, awesome. Probably not going to do that. Okay. Subsoiler prepares for next sowing, can be used instead of a plow. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. these narrow tractors do not turn.
Well, I bought this Case Magnum in the sale because it was cheap, but that one's pretty good for a big tractor.
That one,
Yeah.
yeah. We had that on the last game. That was our grass cutting mower. Lots of power, and she turned sharp.
Yeah, good power, but she turns good for a big tractor.
Yeah.
The Magnum is the sharpest turning tractor in the industry. The funny part was the New Hollands had super steer on the T8s, like the in-game T8, and the Magnum would turn shorter than the T8 with super steer with the same wheel width.
All right, I didn't know that.
Yeah, we were in training, and they're like, and I don't even know why New Holland kept super steer. And the New Holland tractor is not the same as the Magnum. It's a wannabe, and it's not as good. Like, okay, so this guy works for Case. And the other
Afternoon.
oh,
Hey,
you finally
Wonko.
showed up
Good
after
afternoon.
the communist meeting finally let you out, huh?
Yeah. You guys all right?
Yeah,
Yes,
good bud.
yourself?
Yeah, we're so happy and thrilled that you showed up to join us on your server.
You're very welcome.
We're happy and
You
thrilled
might be a
that you got
bit
the
worried
game,
about your farm.
your game save
but-
fixed.
Apart from that,
Sorry, I didn't hear any of that. I had my wife talking to me and you two talking to me. I heard nothing.
Go ahead, Scrumph.
well, since you heard the enthusiast replies from Doc, you should worry about what went wrong with your farm.
What do you mean, what went wrong in my farm?
That's the point.
Talk?
I didn't do anything. Don't accuse me. And if I was gonna go and vandalize anybody's farm, it'd be the wrong one anyway.
Well, there is some history to that.
Yes.
Your wool is kind of just all pushed off the side of your spawn trigger.
Ah, okay. Of course, you've gone through. How many days have you gone through?
We're at March.
We're in March, so we went through 9 days.
Next month, yeah.
I fed your sheep, and you get bonus grass bales. Just easy to have done to your trigger there. I was lazy.
Okay.
I could have went and got hay into your barn, but it's just CBF.
What about what about the cows?
Cows were good. I didn't silence them or come back in there. They were
Okay.
good.
Scrump's got quite the place over there.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Got plenty of work to do.
Well, I can't hire a worker to do this vine work, can I?
Looks like you're speeding there, Jimmy. Jesus, that's fast.
No. It's only 90 kilometers an hour.
We need a fence or JCB.
Yeah, but on that small, narrow road, it looks really fast.
So I need a juice plant to make this work then, right? That's only 240. That's not bad. think taking the one for 36,000 is going to be quick enough.
Is there a decent slurry tanker in this iteration?
What kind of slurry tank are you looking for?
I want to haul slurry. I want to slurry my fields, but I want to haul slurry. I want to transport.
You want to transport it,
Oh,
right?
you got a truck, right? There's
Yeah.
a good transport tank there. The Garant, I think it's called.
There's the Huel one too. The Huel transport trailer for a truck.
That'll only do 30,000 liters.
Yeah, and the GEA is almost 40.
Yeah.
Actually, can you hook these two wagons together if you do 20 and 20?
That's what I was looking at there a second ago. I don't think there's a trailer hitch on the back of them.
So disappointing. No trailer hitch. Yeah, that'd be ideal. You take the tandem axle one and put the 2-axle one behind it.
Mm-hmm.
Depends on how far you're going. I mean, 52,000 versus 95 is a big difference. For only,
Yeah.
30% more capacity. All right, let's see.
I think I'll just run back and forth to the farm with the tanker because all my fields are close to the farm, so it's not really.
You were thinking of like nursing it.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So Wonko,
Hmm.
what are we going to use the invoicing for? Just to buy or sell to each other type thing?
Yeah. Doing any contracting work between ourselves. Selling stuff.
Yeah, I was shocked when I downloaded because I can remember Wonka saying a couple of years ago, I don't want too many mods on my server. And it was
Yes.
196 now.
In my defence, a lot of those aren't mine. Johnny,
I'm not.
Jamie,
I wasn't.
Gizmo,
I wasn't saying
Doc,
it was yours only.
you've all put requests in. Where's my trailer gone?
You removed the wrong mod. It should have been
No.
197.
No, it was here earlier.
I can't slurry anything anyways because everything is perfect. So
Really?
yeah, I just run around my fields looking, everything is saying nitrogen perfect because I did slurry the grass fields before. My two corn fields that I'm going to put in, I plowed under grass or oil seed radish. So that's the only one maybe, but I've already slurried it, so I don't know if I can slurry it again until I maybe plant get it up. Because it's at 40 kgs per hectare right now, 60 kgs per hectare right now, spots. Before next week, Wonko, can you put a mod on the server for me?
The planter.
The planter, yeah. Please. That's the one.
More cheat.
Brummy.
More cheats.
That's right.
More cheats.
He didn't. He was going to put potato plants in it, and I said you can't plant potatoes with a planter.
That would have been nice.
It would have been nice, but that would have been really cheaty, I think.
I agree. I'm just thinking of what would be easy for me, you know?
Oh, it's just like oops all over again. Can you put my plow on? No, oops, we're not putting 30-meter plow that does 25k. No. It takes too long. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be subsoiling or cultivating this thing or not, but I'm going to do it anyway. I guess. I don't know anything about grapes.
Well,
Well, I like the taste of them. That's pretty much all I know about them. And that they like nice sunny weather to grow, which we don't get, so they don't grow great over here.
Well, they grow a lot of them in New York, and they don't get any hot. They don't get hot, and they don't get sun.
Now, we have a couple grape yards with species in there that are suitable for colder weather. And they do alright, but if you look at France or Spain, the grapes are just doing way better over there.
Yeah, Italy, all the Mediterranean
Italy,
countries.
yeah. But for some reason, the white grapes are doing extremely well in Germany as well. But it has more to do with soil type, I think, as well.
Well, like California, they put grapes everywhere. Well, now they've started putting them everywhere, but before it used to be on all the hillsides and all that stuff. That's why they had the narrow tractors, is because they have to use tracks up on the hills because the vineyards are so steep. We can really making a hash of this, but it's alright.
how was your day, Wonko?
Yeah, not too bad. Busy.
Busy sorting mods out and all that.
Yeah, that was could have done without.
Once you get a get out of going and messing with the mods.
I was a bit bloody annoyed the other day when I found out what the problem.
What was it?
Well, in the back end, you've got a file manager, and you can just upload all the mods in one go. And it used to put it straight into the Giants end. You just activated them. Not anymore. Apparently, Giants told them they're not allowed to do that.
But I do that with my G portal, so, but I mean, I use FileZilla for it, but it works like a dream. I can upload if I want 200 mods in 2 minutes, not a problem at all.
Oh yeah, that's exactly
Plus
what
even
happened.
faster.
Yeah.
And all the modded mods you upload through FileZilla, they get automatically activated. It's only the mods that are non-modded that you'll have to activate yourself.
Yeah. As you can imagine, I wasn't best pleased.
Yeah, I imagine that. Don't worry. We'll be given a bit of troubles there.
Well, the problem was when I tried to put everything back on manually, it kept coming up with an error. Missing dependencies.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Yes, because Giants do such a wonderful job of telling you which one's missing.
No, they don't, but it's freaking annoying. I had a map that I wanted to test. Can't remember which one it was. But it needed 16 or 17 different mods to work. I don't really like it when there's that many. But the map looks really good, so I was like, you know what, I'll give it a go. But for some reason, I just could not get it to go. It kept saying missing dependencies, and I couldn't figure it out. And I probably could have, but then I ran out of patience and stopped.
Yes, I know how you feel.
I don't think maps should use any dependent mods unless they're on the official mod hub.
They were on Modder.
Oh, they should just download them.
Yes, but for some reason it was just giving me a headache.
Well, I had that again today. They wouldn't download some of the mod hub mods.
Yeah, I had that same issue. And I wasn't patient enough to keep trying it, so I just ran it in single player. Because it worked in single player but not on the server. I still don't understand why.
That's a special Giants feature, that. Is to make sure your blood pressure goes up.
Well, because one of the dependent mods or whatever wasn't available in multiplayer.
Yeah, that was definitely not the problem though, because there were people running that map on the server, so it has to be possible.
Did your light flash before your eyes there, Wonka?
I just don't understand why Giants still have not improved their fucking multiplayer servers setup. That's pretty much identical to how it first started. And it was shit then.
Was it 13, the first iteration of multiplayer?
I believe it was.
Anything before 13 was pretty much just a open access kind of game anyway. They didn't really full tilt yet.
Oh, and something else they've changed without telling us. This is the host, not Giants. They used to do automatic daily backups. They don't do that now. You have to configure it.
That's handy.
Yeah.
So it used to be automatically, and now you have to create a schedule, like
Yeah.
you have to in G-Portal.
I haven't investigated it properly yet, but yeah, I'm guessing so. There's a whole
Okay.
load of slots
It's quite easy
set
on
up.
G-Portal because it's just a flick of a button, and you can tell it to do it every day, basically. And then it does it, but it's not automatic.
Rightly, they kept sort of like a week's. So 7 restore points, basically. This compost thing, is that just it's like self-perpetuated, isn't it? For the greenhouses.
Yeah, you can take your organic waste and
Stick it back in.
into the compost bin. And I was telling the guys there earlier, you have to watch it because the organic waste only holds 40,000 liters in the big greenhouse, and when it's full, it will not generate any more product because it's got no more room to put the waste out.
That's good to know.
How many dairy cows do you have in your barn, you say, Doc? 75?
More than that. It's almost 100 in the one.
And what do you generate in a day for milk sales?
Don't know, because they're not all making milk. I'm usually making 20,000 a month, roughly 25,000 a month.
Oh, that's not bad. I haven't sold my milk for a while. I'll probably have a full tanker ready to go again.
Yeah, I need to upgrade to a truck and trailer because it's getting to be a bit much with the little wagon.
just thinking maybe that's my diversification I'm looking for instead of put a dairy barn down.
Ah, gotcha. Look at Jawsies.
We desperately need a new map.
Why?
We're rapidly approaching 5,000 hours in this one.
Yeah, but it's running all the time. That's not really a fair.
Yeah, we have been playing it for nearly 2 years.
Well, it's about time you get along with your map then, Wonko.
If only I had the time.
Pull your finger out.
Yeah.
Got her.
I haven't seen anything come through that's worth swapping over to anyway, so.
I got briefly excited by Fen Edge until I looked at it and thought, oh, this is rather plain.
Most of them are rather plain, that's the problem.
There's a reason I said we're not switching map till Wonko gets his map done. First of all, there is not many good maps out there.
Oh, come on, Kansas 16X. We'll just throw that on there.
Where's the tractor still running?
You didn't turn it off?
No, it looks like it. It's been wasting diesel. And diesel is too expensive at the moment to waste. Jesus.
Well, you know, help us take care of Iran, then it'll go away. Hurry up. I can't imagine it's going to be too much longer, that Iran thing anyway. Eventually they're going to run out of people that want to be in the leadership.
Well, you never know that, though.
Yeah, but I can't imagine there's that many people that really want to just keep dealing with it, you know what I mean?
And I agree with you. I'm just saying you never know. Because it might be only 3 more, but it could also be 300 more. You never know.
Eventually they're going to be like, you know, every time we elect another supreme leader, the U.S. takes him out. Well, every time they get another supreme leader that wants to keep the war going, we take them out. Eventually you'll get somebody that's going to say, yeah, let's just stop this and make a deal.
Well, that would be better for everyone, but we will find out, I guess.
Should have made a deal 6 months ago like they said they were going to. Dealing with Iran for over 40 years. Longer than I've been alive, they've been a problem. Of course, I think the same guy was in charge all the whole time, too, so we'll see.
Yep.
See, that's why you need different leadership, good and bad. Sometimes you gotta have a bad one to figure out how good you had it with the other ones.
That's definitely true.
How's that working out for you over there, Wanko?
We haven't got a leader.
That's
We
true.
haven't, have we? He's not the leader of anyone.
No, you got some soft-handed, wimpy guy that I don't even know how these guys get into power. They're not, like you said, they're not leaders. I think they're appointed.
Yeah, I was just going to say they're groomed for the job.
Well, they're your typical middle management. Middle managers, you always wonder why the stupid people in the company get promoted to middle management. But it's because they're not smart enough to think on their own. They're just, enforcement arms. They just do what the smart people, because they know they're not smart. So they look at other people in the higher up in management and they do any of their own critical thinking. They just go along with whatever they say, and they told us to do it, so they're smarter than I am, so that must mean it's right.
No, over here we just need a lot less managers and more hands-on people.
Nah, that's just
That
corporate.
would make a lot of difference. Because at the moment we have a manager that manages a manager that manages a manager, and that manager manages a manager, and there's then only one floor worker, and he has to do all the work, which doesn't work.
Well, yeah, it's like one of the feed mills I go to. There's two guys that do all the work, and then there's two guys that sit in the office managing what the other two guys are going to do. It's like, what do you need a manager for? You need, you
Well,
don't even
you need a good manager. Don't get me wrong. You
I'm
just
going to agree there.
don't need too many managers.
Yeah, but can't one of the guys that's actually doing all the work, can't they manage and work at the same time?
No, depends on. Nah, I don't think that's always possible.
Yeah, I would have to agree with that.
You don't think so?
It depends on the business.
It depends on the business and the side. There might be businesses where that's definitely a possibility, but that wouldn't go everywhere.
Well, you can't put a one-size-fits-all
size.
blanket on everything, but if you only have 5 people on the entire premise of the company, and it's a corporation company, so it's not like all the business dealings are going in and out and all that. It's basically just the operations. What are the management doing most of the time? Because I see them just walking around trying to figure out what they want to do. Because to me, management is just putting someone in charge to make decisions that nobody else wants to make, have the responsibility of. And that's pretty much what management is. You get to make all the decisions that nobody else wants to make.
Well, for a part, yes, but there's more to it, I guess. At least over here.
I don't know. What else you do in management? You just make decisions all day long. That's pretty much what you
No.
do. You just deal with everything that nobody else wants to deal with, and you make all the decisions for things that either nobody wants to take responsibility for, or you only want one person making those decisions. And you can't have everybody manage themselves. I mean, it'd be anarchy and nothing but
Probably
problems.
depends on the type of manager, probably, because you have the ones that sit at the top and do decision making only, but you also have like floor managers that work and manage at the same time. That's more of a combination kind of job.
Yeah, they're just usually those people are just people that have stayed at the company long enough. They just put a title to them so that they can give them higher pay. That's usually what like a floor manager is. You need a reason to pay somebody more money because they're topped out at their regular wage, and they've been doing the job long enough that they know how it's supposed to be done. McDonald's is so funny because you turned 18 and you worked there for a year, you automatically became a floor manager just because they wanted to give you a raise. They were the worst people too, because most of them didn't. They just worked there. They didn't know how to manage anything. They had zero management skills.
Well, some people have, but they have it naturally.
Starting budget. I think we started on this map at, was it 3 million? We started with this map, I think, each of us.
Yeah, I think so, yes. It might have been 2.5, but somewhere in between 2.5 and 3, that's for sure.
Why? What are you worth?
No, just someone's asking me here what the starting budget was. Mounty Bear.
I think the first round, or first attempt at it, we did 2.5, and then we moved up to 3.
I think
Yeah, I
we
think
moved to
so,
3 whenever
because
we
we
had
had
to
to restart.
redo the map to save us the grind that we were at before.
Get some of the grindies back.
Just debating now, Doc, do I sell sheep or pork and beef at a bit of a lower rate to finance some new land for a cow barn, or go talk to the bank manager again?
Yeah, because by the time that you go and take a loan out for that serious kind of money, you're going to be paying interest, which is going to be probably more than what you're going to lose on not getting maximum profit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm all for selling stuff straight away and not waiting and getting the cash flow rolling.
Yeah, but you know who I was trained by?
Oh, well, you better have like 5 million in the bank before you can actually buy something, unless it's a pig barn that we don't want to fill the pig barn because that's work once we got pigs in there. We just like having pig barns all lined up. Jeez. I don't know how you do it, Jamie. Got more patience than I do.
Well, Jamie has quite a few pig barns, that's for sure.
I only have 5.
I'm sure he's not placed a single one of them.
Me, I placed them all.
I think he did. Yeah,
Oh, you
I
placed.
think he did.
Oh, you placed them all.
Yep.
Okay.
I placed them all, and I bought pig food to start them off. That was the sacrilege.
Oh no, you can't buy pig food.
It's more economical.
And
No investment in equipment to grow the various different crops.
Well, but it was also that, but also you had your growth started while you were still growing crops. I bought all
Yeah.
young stock.
I think that's the only way you can make money on the pigs is getting the little babies.
Yep.
With the
I bought.
bigger ones, I don't see the point in it.
We bought 25 each to start in each barn. That's all the pigments we bought. From there on out, we just kept rolling stock over, and we didn't put to the butcher for long. We let them fill up. That where I'm at now is I just sold to the butcher here now, so I've got 25 at 1 month each the 5 barns, 25 at 1 month, 25 at 2 month, and I've got 50 at 6 months. So now that 50 at 6 months, when they're 25% production rate, they'll flip over, and that'll give me my 150 that I can sell
Gizmo.
from them.
Hi guys.
Hey, Gizmo.
It's having trouble with me. I was having trouble with my mic there. Are we
Well,
good now?
we can hear you now.
Yeah, good.
How you doing, Gizmo?
Yeah, not bad, mate. Got a bit of a cold on there.
You just got rid of the one and started with the next one then?
Well, I don't think it actually went. I think sort of eased off a bit and now it's come back this morning with a vengeance, but
Yeah.
it is what it is, isn't it?
Yeah, nothing you can do about it.
No.
Bit of extra honey. Tea.
Yeah, I bought some, funnily enough, I bought some Manuka honey today. Although that wasn't the reason, but yeah, I bought that. Have I got to, did I read somewhere we got to re-download the mods or something?
Yes.
Right.
We had technical issues here on
Yeah, no.
this earlier in
I've
the
been
week.
really busy all day, and I just remember seeing a little bit about mods.
That's correct.
What was the issue?
One go.
What was it?
Straight in there. No hesitation.
Yeah. What was
No, there's an issue on the server.
on the server? Yeah.
And Walker had to reload all the mods. So that, but there were some ones
Oh,
that were
God.
confusion and all that. So
Well, thanks for that, Wonka. I thought you had a big clear out while you was on there.
I won't do that until we start a new map.
Ah, okay.
and Scrumph and
A
I
hell of a task.
really thank Walker for not starting the new map.
Yes.
The guy that just joined, does he work on radio? No. He's got a voice for radio.
Who's that then?
Bouncy Bear in
That
my
must have been
chat
you.
here. That was you, Join. The sultry voice of Gizmo.
Really? God. Must be the cold.
How many more fields of potatoes do you have to do, Scrumph?
Ooh, at least one more. Possibly two. I think two more. Yeah. I'm gonna
Just realised-
do. Let me check. This one, 71 as well in taters, and 193 as well.
Mm-hmm.
So that's. I think this is the biggest one, but I got two almost similar size left to do.
Did
Still
anyone
need to
watch
put
the Grand
fermenting
Prix?
silos on.
Sorry, did anyone do what?
Watch the Grand Prix.
Oh no, it was too early in my opinion.
Oh, I didn't watch it live. Come on. No, I was quite amazing the difference it's made all these changes to the actual racing.
The Mercedes was pretty good, I heard. I didn't watch
Yeah.
any though.
Yeah. I think basically Mercedes have come out of the track and everything's working.
And they said Ferrari was doing alright as well compared to last
Yeah.
season.
Ferrari got the bulk of the TV coverage because Leclerc and Hamilton were just going at each other all the way through the race.
Good.
But it was, yeah, but there was loads of overtaking. It was crazy. But yeah, interesting.
Yeah, I did hear Red Bull was having a lot of troubles with their car.
Yeah, there's a
And
few.
Aston Martin as well.
Yeah, there's a few that have got it wrong. But I dare say that I think there's about 3 races and then they're allowed upgrades. So I should think by the time they arrive, it's going to be a more even playing field. The other thing that was quite amazing today was the rugby. England France, that was quite a game. That was.
It certainly was. We were robbed.
Yeah, wasn't it? Yeah. But it was most impressive.
Hey, I thought the ref had a brilliant game up until that.
Yeah. Yeah. But it is what it is, won't it? Games. All games are always controversial. Oh,
It's that time yet.
oh, here we go. That cartoon looks really good. Scrum.
Yes, quite happy with that so far.
Yeah, you've done well, didn't it?
Yep, rugby tots this morning in Gizmo.
We certainly were. My son wasn't there because he was getting a charger fitted at his house. But his wife Rachel was there with him. But he was good. Yeah, I really enjoy it. It's the coach though that makes it so entertaining for him. He's quite funny as well as
Coach can make all the difference. It's
a little bit
kids.
crazy, but he makes it fun for them. You know, they do stuff and they don't realise what they're doing because he's gone around it a different way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good. And then I've been, I was going to do a few jobs outside, and then I thought, nah, till it started raining here. So I decided to
rainy
do,
weather over there?
yes, only this afternoon. This morning it wasn't too bad, but I decided to deep clean the kitchen, which was a good idea and a bad idea at the same time, but it's done now, so it's alright.
It's one of those jobs.
Yeah, exactly. It's got to be done every now and then. And it's amazing the amount of crap that appears underneath things like microwaves and just general stuff that sits on the counter and doesn't move normally.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was worth doing. Certainly has, not that it was dirty anyway, but it's certainly cleaned up all the messy areas. Oh yeah, all good. Right, we're done. Let's get in the gun.
I'll be right back, gentlemen.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay.
He made it.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back.
I take it no more news from Johnny.
No, haven't heard anything else. It was posted there on the week. Thursday, I think it was, maybe.
Okay.
I'll be in touch with his son tomorrow, just for wishing him a heads up with the
Yep.
treatment. That will be starting, well,
Tomorrow, yeah.
for us tomorrow.
Well, it's already started. Because he's a day ahead, isn't he?
Yeah. It's
Yeah, not a full day ahead.
That would
It's
have been this
almost
morning.
there. We'll be in a couple hours.
What we doing, Scrum?
Well, I started on planting taters,
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
but I've got the fence ready at the farm.
Yep.
If you want, please seed field 78 with oats.
Ropes, okay.
All right. What'd I miss?
Not a lot.
Why aren't you guys exciting?
Because we're old.
Yeah.
Hurry up and don't be old.
And boring. How's your week been, Doc?
Yeah.
Looking for another job, are you?
Another area to live in, another job. Getting real tired of getting given junk to work with.
What, vehicle-wise?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think you're going to get away from that, Doc.
What do you mean?
Well, most companies are going to be the same.
No,
No, that's not true. Actually, Wonga.
no. I already worked for a company that,
I
took care
said
of all this stuff.
most companies are the same.
No,
Same in any walk of life. There's good companies, and there's bad companies, and there's mediocre. The good companies are quite few and far between.
yeah, but there's a lot of them in the transportation business because you have to. You just can't. Most companies can't get away with running junk because they don't have people that can fix it, or they just run it until it stops on the side of the road. And you can't make any money if it's sitting there broke. It's not even difficult stuff that, I don't know, it's like I'm tired of it being made out like it's my fault for finding it, Like, well, the other guy didn't have any problems with it. I don't know. Maybe the other guy didn't seem to realize the brakes didn't work because he has no idea about anything, doesn't check it. Kind of want the brakes to work. It's like that.
Yeah, would be handy, wouldn't it?
Yeah, especially when you're going to send me over the frickin' mountains.
Yeah.
Give me one day off. That's all right.
Oh, blimey.
What's that?
Talk about glitching. What's
Who's
going on here? Are you getting all that?
Yeah, I had the same.
Somebody's
Yeah.
placing something.
Jamie's very quiet. What's he spending his money on now?
Crazy.
Expansion.
Yeah,
Well-
that's why we were glitching. Jamie was landscaping.
Well, it's not fair because, Jamie got the handicap.
How's that?
You had two people. Well, I guess Scrump's got Gizmo. Well, you guys cheat and you got two people on a farm. I tried to be on Wanko's farm, but couldn't do
But
it.
what? Sounds like a you problem.
It was I had to leave because it was a you problem. Actually, I think you just didn't have any work to do and you had no money.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, that does sound about right, doesn't it? You had no work for us to do, and you had no money to do anything.
Yeah, but look at me now. Rolling in cash. I sleep with it every night.
You sleep with it?
Yes.
Is it the cocaine buzz that keeps you going?
I'm still getting jittery.
Yeah,
Yeah, Jamie's still landscaping.
Still landscaping.
Well, Wonko, you really shouldn't have that money because the government's just going to want to take it on you.
I know. People still don't know about that. Still have no idea.
What, that they're going to basically render money useless?
Yeah. There's still loads of people that think digital currency is going to be wonderful.
Well, because they've marketed it as people think digital currency is what they look at on their phone and PayPal and Venmo and all that, and that's not digital currency because you can still go to a bank and get hard coin for it, you know what I mean?
We ain't got
Digital,
many of them left though over here.
yeah, digital currency is Bitcoin. That's digital currency. And the problem with the thing about Bitcoin that they have to, because once they create their own digital euro, then what they can do, or digital pound, whatever you're going to have, then what they can do is they can outlaw other forms of digital currency like Bitcoin.
Yeah. I'm not sure they'll get away with that long term though, because the whole point of crypto was self-sovereignty in controlling your own money.
I think the whole world in 50 years, maybe 20 years, it's not going to be anytime soon, but I do think the whole world's going to run on a cryptocurrency.
It won't be Bitcoin though.
I don't know.
It's too expensive for transactions. So, and plus it's completely open, which kind of defeats the object to a certain extent of being, given sovereignty to people.
What do you mean being completely open?
Well, you can keep track of Bitcoin. You can follow the Bitcoin, and you can, once you've got a wallet, you can then follow the wallet. And at some point, you'll find a person. Whereas crypto, like, what's it called? Monero? Zcash? That is more like crypto cash.
I thought with Bitcoin, with the blockchain, that's just the security structure, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, so every transaction's always there to be seen, which is fine. But it's the wallet addresses that can be traced and tracked.
I see. So if you,
Chris,
because everybody's using like a Coinbase kind of thing to train this down, they're not using the actual wallets. Because the wallets are anonymous, because you'd have to know who owned the wallet, which is impossible to know who owned the wallet. Because
until you force the crypto exchanges to divulge that information, which is exactly what they're doing. Coinbase, Binance, they all have to tell, in most countries in Europe anyway, the government can request and demand that they reveal who owns what. Yes, so you have to go to basically offshore crypto exchanges now if you want to remain truly anonymous. And then you run the risk of hackers targeting them more.
no.
well, because
you
if you
just
buy
need
an
the good
actual,
old safe in your own house again, won't go.
yeah, but
Well,
if you bought,
yeah.
And
Well, like
invest in some gold bars and cash money and just save it yourself.
no
Gold is
cash
very
money.
volatile. No, cash money, paper money.
Yeah, there is no point to save paper money or coins unless they are,
Gold.
Well, gold, silver, bullion coins, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no actual point in if it's not a tangible physical asset, there's really no point in hiding it or saving it because you can't do anything with it.
It's constantly being devalued,
Yeah.
which is the main problem. I can't help think Trump's up to something with regards to your debt and crypto.
We're probably going to end up back on the gold standard unless before his term is out.
What do you think?
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be tricky, seeing as China's got most of the gold.
Yeah, they do. See, the thing is that there's this idea that, see, Trump's trying to use the business model with the government, and I don't think it's going to work because he's trying to grow the economy to get instead of trying to pay the debt down, he's trying to grow the economy so that the economy, the GDP number's higher, and then it brings your debt back into proportion.
Hmm.
That's the whole
Well,
idea.
that's
It's kind of it's just basically like how he's done his, built the Trump empire is because he borrows a pile of money, he has a pile of debt, and then he always has a pile of debt. He just rolls with this giant pile of debt because he's basically just making payments on it. And he grows the businesses to the point where the debt isn't a problem and the payments aren't a problem. And it's actually super cheap. And he just takes all the money he's earning, doesn't pay the debt back, just gets more debt with it and keeps expanding. And
that's
I
what
think
all
the whole,
wealthy people do.
yeah, and I think the whole problem, is that the banking system has gone into this same scenario where we have all this debt out there that nobody's actually intending on paying back. So the banks are just sitting there, and the banks love it because they're making so much interest on it that they don't care. And we keep getting it used to be like you buy a home, it was 15 years, then it was 20, 25 years. Now we're at the 30 seems to be the standard. Now they just released they're going to do a 50-year mortgage because they just want to collect interest. They don't care about getting the money back because they make a 30-year mortgage, you pay the same amount for the house as you do interest. You pay double.
That's a lot more than over here. Then
What?
it's only 4% here. So if your house is 140,000, for example, or your mortgage, you pay 4% interest.
Yeah, but over 30 years, you're going to pay almost $300,000 in total repayment.
No,
Yes.
no, not
Yes.
over here.
Yes. It's called amortization. Equal payment system. That's why when I was in college and they were introducing the 30-year mortgage, and I was like, that's dumb because when we did the amortization on it, I don't know, 5% or something, you paid for it twice because you paid the same amount of interest over that 30 years as you purchased the home for. See, 15 years is the better deal because then you only pay, I think it's a third.
Yeah,
Well,
but over here,
yeah, go ahead, Wonko.
I was just going to say, over here, if you pay back too early, they penalise you, so you end up paying the same amount again anyway.
Well,
Yeah, your lab
Do
balloon
they
payments.
over there? Over here, I'm paying back every year more than I have to, but till a certain amount, it's free. You're not paying anything else, but that's your own benefit. only if you want to drop more than, I think it is 15% of your mortgage value in 1 year time, then you're paying a slight penalty.
Yeah.
But
I
until 15%, you can pay off as much as you like without any penalty.
well, the ideal way to take a loan out should be equal principal payments, but nobody likes that because people want to budget the equal payment every month. But when you first start out, your first year of payments, you don't pay any principal back. So part of the reason that the economists want this 2% inflation is what they deem as, correct, is because then then people don't
Sorry
go
about that.
negative on their homes. Because they want people to be able to sell their homes for what they owe on it. And if you don't have inflation, which means you don't have increasing housing prices, the house costs the same throughout time. The same house costs the same amount throughout time. The number keeps changing only because of inflation. That's all it is. Inflation is what causes the number to change. Because that same house that you're living in 30 years ago, let's say it's worth $100,000, and today it's worth $150,000. It's the same. You've had basically a third of inflation because it's the same house. It's worth the same
It's
amount.
a lot more over here.
No, this is how currency works.
Yeah, over here it's crazy amounts of inflation because I built my house in 2014,
Hmm.
and I built my house for 200,000 euros in total, and it's worth now, currently, a similar house in this street got sold for 420,000 euros.
Yeah, because
Can I
the
ask
same
you
house.
a question? Does your income pay for the same amount of stuff as it did when you built the house?
No, I don't think so, but it did go up.
Yeah, but
Not as much as the inflation.
wages never see. Like real property is that's the one staple because it's real property, real assets. It's the only thing that has a stable value. The number that it's worth keeps changing because the currency value keeps changing. But wages never keep up with that because I don't know why. Every time you have inflation, everything goes up but wages. It's like they can get away with not raising your wages.
I'd rather they not raise your wages but give you better tax breaks.
Yep.
Raising your wages just drives the cost up for the employer. I deal with that because our wages are going up $1 a year, and I understand you have to have more money for people to buy things. But if the government raises wages, they don't pay for it. If they give you tax breaks, it comes out of their pocket.
Well, are you talking about like mandatory wage raising through a minimum wage?
Yeah, they raise our minimum wage. We've been going up by $1 a year. We've gone up in the last 5 years $5.
Yeah, because that's what happens with that minimum wage. It's just another inflationary tool.
Yeah.
Inflationary tool.
But if they gave tax breaks for, I'm going to call it for low income, better tax breaks for low income instead of raising the wage rate for that amount, the business isn't incurring more expenses. The people that really have more money in their pocket today because they're getting more relief on their earnings that they're getting. But that comes out of the government's pocket, not out of the employer's pocket or the employee's pocket.
Well, have you ever noticed that they raise minimum wage, but they don't adjust the tax tables accordingly?
Well, yeah, they're making
So
more money.
the people get raises because the government says you have to pay this wage. So this is minimum wage. They say it's minimum wage. So then you get to your year-end total, and then it puts them in a higher tax bracket. But they're on minimum wage.
Yep.
They had people in New York State that were making minimum wage, and then they got a raise. And the next year, guess what? They got smaller paychecks because they were now in a larger tax bracket. So how does that help anybody? Raising minimum wage didn't help those people because now their paychecks went down $30, $40 a paycheck.
Yeah, depends probably. Over here they did change the tax rates. They raised the minimum wage, but they also raised the tax limit. So
Well, you could say that over
people,
here.
the minimum wage people, they did get a little bit better paycheck than they had before, but it's only slight.
And inflation would have killed
inflation,
it anyway.
Yes, correct.
You don't need a minimum wage.
So what actually happens is the people who are on low income will always be on low incomes, and their incomes will always shrink.
Yes.
Because then you control them.
Well, yeah.
That's what it comes down to.
Well, I don't like minimum wage anyway. We don't need a minimum wage. Minimum wage was thought up during the Great Depression, when there was more people looking for work than there was jobs. And I don't know, it probably had something to do with the corporate tax rate in America being like 90% at that point in time. So I don't really think that letting the companies keep 10% of their, income was really beneficial to the country. But minimum wage is like, it makes people feel good, but it doesn't do anything. It's just, you don't need a minimum wage.
Well, a minimum wage, it protects that you can't go that low. But we used to have a minimum wage where, I'll go back years ago, where my employees that come in the back door busting up garbage like I did, I came in at $5 an hour. That was minimum wage. Okay?
Yeah.
The clerk that was there for 15 years was at maybe $10 an hour, double my wage. The gap has reduced drastically for those senior clerks to the people coming in now, because I can't, every time I get a minimum wage bump, I put everybody else up. We've been doing it. If you're getting the cost of living allowance wage rate is what you're getting. You're more than minimum wage, but your wage is going up. So it's costing me money to increase it. Well, I can't just say, all right, Doc, I'm going to charge you an extra $10 and everything I sell you this week to make that wage rate up.
Yeah, because you work in retail, which is the hardest hit by all of this, because you do employ a lot of entry-level people that might be their first job ever, right?
Yep. Like my daughter is one that's there, and she picked at me one day because she says, I haven't got a raise ever. I said, well, you did, but I'm still a minimum wage. Yes, you got a raise every time minimum wage and up. Unfortunate, that's the way it is.
Well, it didn't used to be that way. Like back in the 90s when I started working, we had a minimum wage. It was $5.15. It was $5.15 forever. I worked at McDonald's, like my first legit. Like I did farm work for cash, but my first legit on the books paying taxes was McDonald's. And we got raises. Like, we'd be there for so long, and they'd give us an actual raise. Because the minimum wage never changed for so many years that I remember people were starting, like, it was $5.15, so people were starting at like $5.45, $5.65, because everybody used to do this nickel thing. Oh, we'll give you 15 cents, we'll give you 20 cents.
Yep.
And because the dollar was so much stronger there, I mean, a $20 bill used to be like hauling 100 around now.
Mm-hmm.
Dad would give you $20 to put gas in your tank, and you filled your gas tank, and then you still had enough left over for lunch because a Big Mac meal used to be $5. It was like $4.99 or something like that after tax. And like you say, it's just the problem is that you work for this company and you keep getting a minimum wage bump, but you haven't actually earned an actual raise. That's the whole problem with minimum wage because you're forcing everybody, and then it also forces because if employees make more. I don't know if you guys have to do this, but in America, we pay 7.5% for Social Security and Medicare, and then the employer has to match another 7.5%. So every time we get a raise, the employer gets a higher expense in paying just the taxes.
Oh yeah, we had a what we call national insurance rates. Well, we've got two types of national insurance. One is on the employee, one is on the employer. For every person that's employed. So our genius government and chancellor decided they'd honour their election promise and not increase national insurance on employees. And because they fucked up the figures again, they had to put it up on employers, on every employee. So what effectively means is that same tax is being raised on the same people. It's just the employer, instead of paying it on behalf of the employee, he's paying it on behalf of the employee and the company. It's not easy to explain. It's a stupid system, but there you go.
Yeah,
so the cost of employing people has gone up massively.
Well, they've tried this. Some of these states and cities and stuff have tried this massive, like raise the minimum wage way up above, and it doesn't do anything. It just doesn't do anything. What it does is the people on minimum wage go up, but they actually make less money because everything they buy goes up because minimum wage went up.
Yeah. It's the same thing that's happening for us with the national insurance. See, the national insurance was brought in to pay for the NHS, but now it's just another tax.
Yeah, and then what's happening is the people that really affected is the people that make, I'd say, they make above minimum wage and they make less than double minimum wage, okay? So between minimum, let's say 10% above minimum and double minimum, those are the people that don't get raises usually. I mean, sounds like Jamie's at least trying to keep the people above minimum wage getting an increase to keep up, which is really good. But a lot of companies don't do that. They'll be like, oh, you make you make above minimum wage, and then so let's say they have to give $1 to minimum wage, they'll give those people like 10 cents. It's just, I've been in that situation, and it's awful because everything you buy keeps going up, and your paycheck's staying the same, so effectively you keep making less money too. So it's just not good. And the whole problem is inflation. If you had no inflation, because every normal person wants everything to stay the same. They want a Coke to be $1, and they want it to be $1 for perpetuity, because there's no reason to make that Coke any more expensive. I mean, the problem is that if you don't have the inflation, the rich people can't outgrow their debt, because the banks won't give them the money if they're not paying the debt down. But because their asset values on their balance sheets keep going up, they can keep getting more money. That's what it all comes down to. That's the only reason we go for targeted inflation. So there's our economic discussion for the week.
If that didn't depress you, nothing will.
Economics isn't really that difficult.
Well, it's not worth letting you get depressed from it, one go, because it won't make it any better, And although it might be frustrating, but we got to live with it anyway.
Well, put it this way, my income back in the 2000s to 2008 was double my income now. Easily, in spending power wise.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Scrump has been around long enough to know what it used to be like, Martin.
Possibly not, no.
I don't think so. Because his entire existence has been in the same scenario, so it's more like it's the normal for him, I think.
I don't think so. Our beer used to be €1.50 in the bar, and it's already at $3.50 now. That's a big difference.
My first pint cost me 54p.
Yeah, but
We're
you're
now
as old as
looking
my
at
grandfather, you know.
yeah, it now costs. God, you'll be lucky to see change out of £7, £8.
Well,
Yeah, I know.
I mean, you're seeing inflation, but I don't think you were.
To put that in a bit more perspective, my wage at the time was something like 50 quid a week, and that was just as an apprentice.
The biggest problem over here is that we got so much work, but no people to do it. And the young people that we have over here, I would call it generation 2000s, something like that. They just don't want to work till they're like 18, 19. And for some reason, the parents are giving them everything they want. They just have to hold their hands and they'll get it. And I just don't understand that. That's not how I grew up. I started deheading lily flowers when I was 12 years old at a farmer nearby to earn €2 an hour, you know.
So you've
But
never
the
known your
current
own currency.
generation. Sorry?
You
Yeah,
never known
I
your
did.
own
Yeah,
currency.
it was golden back at that time. I'm talking in euros, but it was the golden area when we still had our own coin.
Yeah, the
It
euro
was
did
only
not.
2002 when the euro came, so I had plenty of time with the gulden.
Yeah, but um, the euro didn't do very well for countries that had money. Like Germany lost a pile of money getting into the euro. So did Britain.
We never went in.
Oh, you guys never did go in on the euro, did you?
No.
You just joined the European Union, but yeah, you guys would have lost way too much money. Germany got hammered from joining the euro. They should have kept their francs.
The
France did
francs.
all right out of it.
Well,
It
yeah,
was the
countries like
mark.
France and Italy and all those Mediterranean companies seem like they don't have any GDP. Of course, they're probably all crooked and sideways now that everybody's paying
Germany never
5% to
had
NATO.
francs, Doug.
Oh no, that was the Nazis, wasn't it?
No,
It's
neither. They had the
the
marks.
mark.
And then
France
he
is
calls me
French.
young and
Oh,
not
francs
knowing
is
about
French.
things. Yeah, the French had the France francs.
Yeah, the marks.
I used to play with that a lot. Stupid French money. Jesus, there
And,
was a lot of coins there.
well, I mean, I understand the whole necessity for Europe to have a single euro. Like on paper, it does sound like a good idea to make a standard currency because you're constantly having to accept multiple different currencies as retailers with people traveling, you know, consistently across country lines.
Problem is, it wasn't a cryptocurrency. It was a paper currency controlled by governments and the EU.
Yeah, and the EU's controlling it and manipulating it how they see fit. Don't worry, don't worry. The successor of Trump could very well get us all back into the misery you guys are experiencing.
What, you don't think Vance or somebody else will be next?
I'm not
Surely to
thinking.
God you can't be stupid enough to vote in a Democrat at this stage.
Have you met Americans?
Well, only you. Yeah, I see your point.
Yeah. Yeah. They we're up on a midterm election. Currently, the White House and both houses of Congress are controlled by Republicans. Republicans are evil, according to the Democrats. And in my view of the Republican Party, see, the Democrats run a very tight ship. They're a very
They're good at winning elections.
they're a very good team, and the Democrat Party is run very, very tightly, and they don't tolerate independent thought. Okay? Right now, there's a Democrat senator elected into the state of Pennsylvania. Senators, 2 from every state, so there's 100 of them. I was firmly against Pennsylvania electing him, and I said if Pennsylvania elects a guy that just had a stroke and can't even handle,
Oh, yeah, I've heard him on Joe Rogan. No,
yeah,
John Peterson.
he can't even form a complete sentence, and he's running for Congress. I don't believe he's fit for to be in Congress, not because he's a Democrat, but because he had a stroke.
He was
And
perfectly lucid when I heard him about 6 months ago.
I didn't believe he was going to recover to the extent he has. He appears to have fully recovered, and he does have brain damage, which is probably the reason that he's the lone Democrat senator that is going along with trying to work with the Republicans and having independent thoughts that are not of the liberal mindset. And he wants to work with Donald Trump, which I congratulate. I'm not sure if he's doing this because you can't trust politicians. So I'm not sure if his motivation is because he's doing what he thinks is right for his state and the people he represents, or if he thinks it's what's good for him to get reelected. I don't know. I don't know what his motivation is, but I do like the things he's saying, and he is voting against the Democrat Party. But there's always one, right? He's the one. And apparently, if you have brain damage and you're a liberal, it clears up the fog, apparently. But he's also the same guy that wears sweatpants and a sweatshirt to Congress, which I think is appalling. I think if you work in the most prestigious buildings in the country, in the government, you should be represented in a suit and tie all the time. I don't know. I don't think people should be showing up like they just got done working out.
Yeah, it doesn't show respect for the institution, does it?
Or the people you represent. Because every time I see him, if somebody's interviewing him, he's hanging out like he just got out of the gym. And I just feel like, I don't care if you're going on a chat show or what you're doing, I just feel like if you are a member of the representative government, you should be dressed in a suit and tie. You know, women could probably get away with different forms of dress more than men, but you know, still, I want to see suit and tie. It's like Elon Musk hanging out in a t-shirt with a suit jacket on. That was disrespectful too. I don't care if the guy's from another planet, he still can wear a suit. Steve Jobs started this trend. Steve Jobs used to go out there in all these meetings in his black t-shirt and his jeans, right? And then ever since, corporate America was like, oh, Steve Jobs can do it, I'm going to do it.
Standards. That's what is missing from a lot of things in life.
Yeah. See, the Republicans are made up of like 5 different groups of people, and the platform doesn't make any sense of what they go for. It's basically like we're not leftists, we're not liberals, and therefore our other choice is Republican, because nobody else can really get, none of the other parties are actually worth anything. So, in both parties over time have made it so a third party can't enter and gain strength. They just can't. They've changed the laws in all these states to basically favor the 2 parties. So what happens is a lot of the Democrats don't really agree with a lot of this harsh leftist nonsense that's taken over the party, but they go along with it because they know what kind of, repercussions there are for it. I mean, you had Bill Clinton saying the end of big government was over when he was inaugurated in 92. He was 92. 93 he was inaugurated. Like, everybody loves Bill Clinton for some reason. Mostly because the 90s were pretty good for the 8 years he was president. I mean, he had the whole scandal and everything, but nothing sticks to that guy. But that's not even what the Democrats stand for now. Now they want open borders. Everything Biden was doing, that's what they're for.
Well,
Everything's happening
you
to
can
you guys.
listen to speeches from Obama, both Clintons that would be considered, and is considered by the Democratic Party to be utterly beyond the pale now. I didn't Obama deport more people than anybody else previously or since.
Nope. Bill Clinton held that record, and Obama picked up the torch. And this is the whole funny thing about it, because President Trump is not a conservative. He represents the Republican Party, but he's not a conservative. And you could go back to talk shows in the early 90s and late 80s with Trump talking about how he disagrees with the policies and everything. Trump's loved tariffs ever since you can find him on a show, an old tape of him on a show somewhere. He loves tariffs. You know why he loves tariffs? It has nothing to do with his brilliant ideas. It's because this whole country didn't have an income tax until like 1918. We didn't have an income tax. We only had an income tax for a few short years during Reconstruction after the Civil War. We didn't have an income tax. We funded the federal government through tariffs. That's how we did it.
There you go, Doc. Cows out in the field.
You got cows out in the field? Which one'd you put down? The one that lets you expand the pasture?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a nice looking setup you got there, and I've seen you put down some nice trash as well.
Yeah, I gotta try and play with that a little bit more. A little bit of yard decoration.
Yeah, look good.
Oh, not completely functional.
What's that, sorry?
You don't want your farmyard to be completely functional?
Oh, we got a few little calf huts and tires and some silage rolls, because there's the silage pit right beside it. So.
You guys are what, green?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess where you're at. Oh no, the big farm is over at 1 2. I was gonna say, couldn't you just buy that biogas plant? But I guess you can't. It's not over there.
Yes, it comes with the farm.
Well,
If you're
you
on
can.
farm 1 2.
Yeah, you can. But I was thinking that Jamie was over at the other farm, but he's not. Where the biogas plant is already. Oh, so this is the header shed. This is the swatter shed. See, you need to sell me your forager, and then you go buy a new one. Oh, you got the big one.
Said you my foragers, you buy them. That little girl's got a lot of work to do yet.
Well, you need to put. You get European tires. Come on.
Where am I? Can't see the truck I'm driving. I didn't buy a Mac.
Yeah, but it's a 900, man. That's the 492 Speedstar. Should say Speedstar on it. It doesn't. It doesn't have the 40K sticker it's supposed to have. You didn't put the warning flags on the back. You're not good for Germany.
I had them on and I ran into the silo bunker and knocked them off.
Oh,
You not see me drive?
these are my babies. I worked on so many of these. Ridiculous. Other than inside the engine and inside the transmission, I pretty much had almost every nut and bolt out of one of those. Except it's not four-wheel drive, that's the only problem.
The lights
Ooh.
have something to be desired on it. They don't have a lot of lumens to them.
No. Found that out when I was trying to use mine. And when you pull these on a trailer, you have to pull them forward or else the roof flies open and breaks off. Just so you know.
Speak from experience.
Yeah, oh, I haven't done it personally, but guys that would haul the used choppers out of California back up here to Idaho. Yeah, one guy decided to put it on backwards, which, bad idea. You can haul it that way. I don't recommend ever hauling machinery backwards because they're made for the wind to go forward across the machine, not backwards. The only exception is excavators. You have to haul excavators backwards, but they're also made to be hauled backwards. This the big cow facility? No, this isn't your farm. Or did you buy? You should just bought Farm 6.
No. Head Farm 6. The other game, the other map, we played this first.
Man, you guys like asphalt over here, dude.
Have you ever been to Germany?
No.
Norfolk County's asphalt. Asphalt and concrete. That's all they can do over there.
They don't like grass. They just like grass around the windmills, huh? So you put all these sheds down or no?
Yes. I built that farm. We built it out from scratch. Bought
I
the
like the
farm
little
and sold
fence.
the buildings.
I like the fence and the rack.
I mean, houses
Oh,
in Germany
gee.
are decorated with wood, but the walls are all solid concrete over there.
Chili plow.
It's not a plow, it's a ripper.
It's a ripper. Scratch your manure tank under them trees.
Yeah.
So I thought this barn had fencing. Or did you just put the ones down without fencing? Or is it this one over here that's fencing? No, that's storage. What are you storing in here?
In where?
Are you gonna build a boat out of the wool?
No. Next month is a little bit better sales, so
If you got that much, I wouldn't care.
Gentlemen, I'm not finished planting my potatoes yet, but I'm going to go and call it a night for me. It's already half past 10 again.
Alright, take care. Have a
Yeah,
good
take
evening.
care, Scrum.
I've
good
got a
night,
busy
bud.
week ahead of me, so I don't want to make it too late. Right, gentlemen, you all have a good working week ahead of you, and we will catch up.
You as well.
All right, mate.
Gizmo ever get in the game or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here, mate.
He didn't
Oh.
know you were it.
I've just
Oh.
realised that I'm my mic is muted. Which is probably good for you boys because I've been coughing my lungs up. So
He's like, I don't know why nobody's answering. I was doing that one day. I'm sitting here and I'm talking and I'm like, fine. I was getting all kind of like, well, if nobody wants to answer me, and then I realized that I'd muted my my mic on Discord. I don't think I'll be too much further behind Scrump. I don't really have much to do.
I'm gonna head as well. I'm gonna go have supper here.
Well, you know, if Blanco showed up on time. Yeah.
What, did you need me to hold your hand?
No.
Yes, Luna, I am from PEI.
I just wanted to, you know, have more time to aggravate you.
There's never too much of that time, is there?
No. Sometimes I get shorted.
I had stuff to do. You'll have to make it up next weekend.
I don't know.
Weren't you going to have... there was something he was going to say to us a couple of weeks ago, wasn't there, Jamie?
Yes, yeah, and then you didn't show up the next week to tell us. You were going to tell us. It was a Friday night, and then you said you'd tell us on Sunday, and you didn't show up on Sunday. It was going to be life-altering, I think.
I don't remember.
Ch-
Too long ago. Oh, yeah, because I had that debacle where they sent me, they had some emergency load because my dispatcher, you know, doesn't know how to dispatch. And I drove 7 hours up to the place on Sunday for this emergency load. And they're like, yeah, we don't load anything on Sunday. I was like, oh. So then I ended up stuck over there. I mean, I went over there and I killed my whole Sunday for no reason. And he's just like, oh, sorry. Really frustrated me. I was just over there. I worked till like 5:30 yesterday or 5 o'clock yesterday, and then they want to send me back tomorrow. Like I only get one day off. I'm gonna look.
Surely
No,
you don't have to work more than 5 days a week. Do you not have a choice in the matter at all?
Hey, Chris. Hi, bud.
No. Because if you say no, then I won't make any money. Because you'll make sure of it.
I see.
so you don't work for them directly then?
No, I do.
I bet you only get paid for the loads.
No, I get paid by the hour. Yeah, I know. Wow, 11 hours. Might have to leave at 1 in the morning. Can do that. Yeah, can do that.
How you been, Chris?
Well, because my logbook, I only have 59. I won't reset until 2:30 tomorrow morning. But I still have 59 hours left, so it doesn't really matter. But if I make sure if I leave before my reset, and I run my logbook the whole time, then there's nothing they can do about it.
You'll have to explain.
So we run under an ag exemption for agriculture product.
Ah,
you
yeah.
don't,
Saying,
you don't, so you don't have to run your logbook. I just run it because it's easier. It's just easier because you don't have to worry about logging in and out. And then a lot of times I'll end up with like, you get 14 hours to work total, 11 hours to drive in one day, 70 hours in a week. The problem with it is a lot of times some of these days are like 14 and a half, 15 hours. So you'd have to try to like, you're like literally maybe 15 miles, 20 miles from home, but you would have to like park there for the night because you couldn't go home. And it's stupid. So if you just run the ag exempt, it's like, yeah, here we go. Whatever happens doesn't matter. Boom. I got my time. Most of the time I don't have to worry about it. Usually I can do it in 12, maybe 13, but most of the time I'm under that 14. But you don't want to get caught. If you go over your 14, you're going to have a problem on the logbook. But if you don't run the logbook, because you can't like get like, oh, I'm not going to make it and then log on to ag exempt, like it looks all fishy. So you want to make sure that as soon as you start that load, you run the exemption so it looks like, okay, you qualified for the exemption, and then whatever happened after that doesn't matter because you're exempt. But I could just run the whole logbook. It'll take me 3 days to do these loads. I don't really want to sit in the truck for that long, but I guess I don't care. But if I only got 59 hours left in my clock anyway, that's going to really... I'll run out of hours before the week's out. Then they'll have to give me a day and a half off because I'll be out of hours.
I see.
I mean, I worked 23 hours in a row just to get home by 5:30 last night. And you don't even give me something where I don't, you give me something I gotta get up super early on Monday for. You don't even give me a load where it's like, oh, I gotta get till, don't have to leave till 9. Maybe be home.
Yeah, that doesn't sound very nice, Mac. Well, I'm going to say good night, gentlemen. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Alrighty.
Thank you for getting the
I
map
won't
back.
go.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully see you all Friday.
Yeah. Have a good week, mate.
Yep.
Alright, we'll catch you later.
Catch you soon.
Alright, cheers guys.
Take
See you
care,
later.
mate. Be good. Bye.
Y'all have lots to do. There's nothing I could plant, right?
Plant
Plant
oats.
grass. Oh, I'm planting oats, yeah. Oats, peas, potatoes, spinach, sugar beet, sunflowers. I don't have a corn head though, I don't think. Summer barley. No, I'm not going to waste my time with that summer barley nonsense.
All right, Chris, you just get in here and I'm going to leave, buddy. Time to go for supper. It's 6:30 at night. I'll thank Bouncy Bear for lots of comments. Luna for chiming in, and Chris for jumping in here too. The boys for playing. Wish Johnny well. See if any news we'll post on Discord, guys. In the meantime, thanks for watching. We'll catch you later.
Yes.